progress entertainment. People, some very, very strange things are happening right now. It's very, very strange what's going on. Guys, let me try and get this back a little bit. So, yes, that's a little bit better. Sort out the camera properly. Hold on, handle the camera properly. Everybody, big up on yourself. Make we get this up and running. People, some strange thing happen again in immigration. We don't know where this is leading to, but we don't know them go to work already. Something is always cooking up in immigration, guys. Something is always cooking up, guys. So we can't take nothing at all for granted. Right? Everybody, big up on yourself. Guys, let me break this phone right now. If you are living, and I want to listen to me very, very, very well. If you guys are living in New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and the Washington, D.C., these cities in the new administration book is considered as sanctuary cities, whereas these cities they have policies that protects immigrants. And because of that very reason, for sure, no, so me don't know what them are cook up in, but something is cooking up. Me not figure out what go on yet. But I think, me not scare nobody, but I think they are trying to find a way how to let people not become American citizens, especially an immigrant. You know, hear the name that I called earlier? Make me go back again and call them name there. If you are living in New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C., guys, I don't know what is cooking up, but something is cooking up. The Department of Homeland Security is ending participation in the naturalization ceremonies in sanctuary jurisdiction. So they are saying that the last step you're supposed to take to become an American citizen, all of the states that we call earlier, which are considered a safe state for immigrants because they have a lot of policies which protect undocumented people and illegal immigrants, and they do not participate with local law enforcement to our ICE to enforce immigration policies. They are saying that, listen who are saying it, you know, the Department of Homeland Security, so they are the head of everything, right? And they are saying they are ending participation, right? They are ending participation in naturalization ceremony in the sanctuary jurisdiction, which means that everybody know that that ceremony is the last step in you officially becoming an American citizen. And if they are deciding to end participation of that final ceremony after you have gone through everything in these states which they claim protect immigrants, what does that tell you guys? What are they planning? What is cooking up? Remember, you know, I've said to you guys that nothing is going by the books anymore. Right now, what going in immigration, it confuse me, it confuse immigration lawyers, it confuse judge, it confuse everybody. They are even planning to vote off certain judges of the panel, of the immigration panel, because they want to have them way. Because what they are saying, that no judge has that power because they were voted into that position. The person who the power should lies with, if you stay in America or you get deported, should lie with the President of the United States. Before, the person who could take away that privilege of you being a legal permanent, a permanent resident or a citizen is the federal judge, an immigration judge. No. What are they planning? Me, I go take you through the article. You can think for yourself. And then we see what go on. But before we do that, make we big up some people. Make we big up some people. Because I know as me start my live, my people, them jump on and I know get to big up couple people and make them know, say me know see them there and acknowledge them. Kira Clark, big up yourself. Princess Rosedal, big up yourself. Audis Coralie Peaches, big up yourself. Joseph. Joy Jacobs, big up. Nikki Jones, big up. Desreen, big up. Limited to You, big up. Muriel McLean, big up yourself every single time. Andre Benjamin, big up yourself. Princess Rosedal, big up yourself. Me dear J Progress Entertainment badge. You know I think go on I'm a liar, subscriber them. Margarita Briscoe, big up yourself every time. Rachel Sinclair, big up yourself. Big up New York. New York, they on the list, you know. New York, they on the list. Rachel. Steve Williams, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Jen Goddard, big up yourself. Greetings. Carlene, big up yourself. Ilian, big up yourself. Yes, man. Who this me have? T. Chuckles. Me can't call her name. They sound like a Russian. Me can't call her name there. May, big up yourself, May. Marcia Morris, big up yourself. Petronella, big up yourself. Shani B, big up yourself. Mr. J Progress Entertainment badge. Wally for blessing. Muriel McLean, big up yourself. Estelyn Stewart, big up yourself. Rachel said, Jay, I am a citizen in New York and you are giving me so much knowledge. I had no clue of these changes. Thanks for the information. Big up yourself, Rachel. That's what I'm here for, to update the people them. Sheila Williams, big up yourself. Suspect, big up yourself. Randa B, big up yourself. Jennifer, big up yourself. Britannia Johnson, big up yourself. Yardman, big up yourself. All right. Make we jump into the reasons now, guy, because something I cook up on the immigration front and you know them do them thing already, you know. Watch out now, you know. When I came to you guys and I say they could activate the Alien Enemy Act, right? Which is the one where them can just bypass any judge and get you deported. You understand me I say? Everybody did say no possible because it's against the Constitution and it's not presidential and stuff. Wow, no see up now. We no see all man there El Salvador. We're not supposed to be in El Salvador. And them say them can't carry him back come America. They wrongfully send the man a prison over El Salvador and now them can't carry him back. And his asylum was granted. And by law in America, once your asylum is granted, you are not supposed to be removed from the United States of America to anywhere else. The United States of America become your home because that's a legal protection of your status right there. Anyway, make we move on. Come on, get into that business, yeah. Department of Homeland Security is ending participation in naturalization ceremony in sanctuary jurisdiction. And guys, I have already told you, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, I have already told you guys. All right. These cities, they say they have policies in place which protects immigrants. And this is why they are ending the participation in taking part in the last step of an immigrant become a citizen of the United States of America. Why would you make such a step? Because if a man is going to become a citizen of a country, it means that he has complied with everything else, and that's the last step. You get me? I say you're gone through your 10-year green card, you're not getting no problem, you apply your thing, gone through, you do your citizen test, you do everything what you need to do, and adjust the ceremony. Them say them not take part in a certain city. So what will happen? Will it be a case that people from these cities won't be able to become an American citizen if you're an immigrant? because they will probably say that you becoming a citizen is fraudulent in that sense. The due diligence were not done for you to become a citizen of the United States because you are living in that city. Make we move on. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service, right, will instead host ceremony at its offices, private venue, or other federal owned and operated space. All right. The Department of Homeland Security will no longer participate in naturalization ceremony in state, county, and city venues in localities that have adopted sanctuary policies, right, which limit local law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration enforcement efforts. All right, you know what them say? Them not take part in these ceremony anymore. Mind you, and I'll tell you this now, if you do not have a U.S. citizenship and immigration service agent at one of these ceremony, you cannot become a U.S. citizen. One of them has to be present from the Department of Homeland Security, one of these bodies. One of the agents has to be present for that ceremony to take place. Remember that, they have that power. They have to be present. They have to be a part of the ceremony for you to become a citizen. So if they decide not to take part, what is going to happen? All right, make we move on. Violet say, what are you reading from? Violet, sometimes some information reach my thing. I mean, even know where they come from, them just reach me, to be honest with you. People, me don't know the people and get them from them, just send them, come give me. Because them say, J Progress, Deliverance, right now upon the immigration topic. Anyway, the Department of Homeland Security will no longer participate. We got this already. And because they said these cities, right, have policies which limit local law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration enforcement effort. So because them now run down people and lock them up and detain them and deport them have little policy in place, them no want to work with them. Anyway, leadership at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service told employees, listen this, listen to this. Leadership, which means they are the head, the big boss them, at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service, told employees at every field office in a Monday email that the agency will no longer participate in such events. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service, right, will not participate with these state local entities for administrative ceremonies, and instead will host the ceremonies at their own offices, privately owned venues, or other federal owned operated spaces. Why them want that to happen? Why them want bring in them own backyard? What is the plan? Could it be that upon this ceremony you probably not get fit on citizen? Could you be arrested at one of the ceremony? Could you be detained at one of these? Let me move on. Them always say me a scare people, so me don't want to scare nobody. Me don't want to scare nobody. Move on. Listen now. If an entity located in a sanctuary city requests to host a ceremony, we request that you politely decline the invitation. This is the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services. I tell their employee that if any one of these states requests a ceremony, right, located in a sanctuary city, they should politely decline. I go get the other piece of it now. For example, if the city of Los Angeles wanted to host a naturalization ceremony at a library, museum, or school, USCIS would not participate, meaning the event couldn't be held. You know, hear me I say? If one of their agents don't participate, the naturalization ceremony cannot be held, which means, therefore, in these sanctuary cities then, if I know one of them office or their private venue or a federal building where them want keep it in a them backyard, it cannot be held, which means if the ceremony cannot go on, you cannot take your final oath to become a citizen of the United States. Me hope you remember that. All right. The ceremonies are the final step towards becoming a U.S. citizen and is where the oath of allegiance is taken. Boy, oh boy. They are saying that these cities like New York, Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., these sanctuary cities with sanctuary policies put the public and law enforcement at risk. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ah, boy. Somebody is saying it makes, but if the city requests it, which is the city who should hold these ceremonies, you understand what I'm saying? You are saying it makes sense, but it is a punishment for the city. You're not listening. Who this make the comment? Carissa Marshall say, but Jay, that makes sense having it in their own building. But Carissa, you seem to forget that it's the city who also make that request for the final ceremony. You have already done everything you need to do immigration-wise. Before it wasn't a problem, but they want to do it now at their own building as a punishment to the city because they are saying the city is not helping them to enforce the immigration laws. So what does that tell you? Sanctuary policies are an insult. Listen now, you know. Sanctuary policies are an insult to our Constitution. They endanger all levels of law enforcement. And they leave law-abiding American citizens around the country at the mercy of violent and dangerous criminal aliens. The official said. So are you telling me now that when a person reaches to the stage of becoming a citizen, just the ceremony, are you saying that these people could be violent, dangerous criminal at that level after all the due diligence has been done? America still welcome those who come here legally and complete the naturalization process. USCIS said, will simply do those at location where the rules of law is still respected. What will be the checks when you are going into one of these ceremonies? If they want to do it at a location where the rules and laws is still respected, I would like to think that when you have completed all the due process for naturalization, if you're doing it in a library and everybody else is present, or a school or a museum, right? And the place is properly decorated. Remember, they have private venues as well, which are not federal building. So they themselves could just take you into a building that's their private venue and do it. So why is it a case that they are saying they want to take it where the rules and laws are still respected? Is it when you're in front of them it is respected, or they have final checks to make before you do that final oath and becoming a citizen? That's what you need to ask yourself. What are the final checks they are planning to do? Are they thinking that people are becoming citizens of America and it's fraudulent? Are they saying the rules and the laws are not being followed for people who become citizens of America? What final checks are they planning? Do they think that a lot of people who are now citizens of America obtain their citizenship by fraud? Moving on. Listen where they go now, you know. They say the change won't affect someone's chance of becoming a naturalization American citizen. They say the change won't affect you becoming a naturalization citizen, you know. Then what is the change for, really? Just where the ceremony is being held? Remember, you know, before the ceremony it's just a ceremony, you know, where the state or the city will keep that ceremony, right? So are you telling me that a venue that is properly decorated and everything is put in preparation for such a ceremony is not good enough? And you already say that an agent of the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Service should always be present at the ceremony, but you have told them to politely decline. I thought the fact that to ensure that the rules and laws are followed, this is why one of your agents are placed at the ceremony to ensure that everything is in order, every rules, every policy is followed. But yet still you are telling them to politely decline when they are invited. And they are the ones who make the process complete. And you are telling them to politely decline. And also explain that if one of them is not present, then the ceremony can't go on. Me no get it. I don't get it. The current administration has targeted sanctuary cities as it presses ahead with its mass deportation effort. U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement, ICE, right, enforces U.S. immigration laws nationwide, but seek state and local help, often requesting assistance from local police and sheriff to alert them to those ordered to be deported, right? The agency often asks local authorities, well, I was just looking at a comment from Kerisa. That's all, guys. The agency often asks local authorities to hold criminally illegal immigrant until federal officers take custody of the suspect, right? However, some jurisdictions ignore the request and release the illegal immigrants back onto the street. The current administration has suggested cutting federal funding to cities that adopt sanctuary policies in an effort to wield the money as a tool against jurisdiction that get in the way of deportation effort. You see it? Taking away a ceremony cannot hurt a city. So there is more to it. There is more to it. Guys, we have seen so many things been happening with green card holders. If you travel too much, they try to justify that you do not need a green card. America is not your permanent primary home. So they try to justify that you can do without a green card and you don't need to be a permanent resident, right? But now, if they have made the first approach at something that has anything to do with you becoming a United States citizen, right? What are they playing at? What are they playing at? Remember now, this is the final stage of you becoming a citizen, right? You have gone through everything else already. You are only going to a ceremony right now. So what is the big issue? Why don't they want to participate? They are already canceling applications that are in process. That's one. Green card applications, right, are being canceled in the process. Them cancel people who have protected status in America. All the legal programs which gives you the benefit to be in America, like the parole program, which they have recently canceled, and everybody get them notifications that they have 1 month to leave the country. Regardless if you have legal paperwork, as long as you got these legal paperwork through the parole program, you have 1 month to leave the country. What does that tell you? Every street, every avenue will make a person can be in America legally. As long as you're an immigrant, they must find a way of to stop that flow there. Work program, work permit, marriage, green card, and now citizenship. What is really going on? You know me laugh about? Just the other day, I see this brother here. Go down to Jamaica, go sweet up with Prime Minister. Nice him up. Yesterday when me look, tariff on Jamaica. If Jamaica was so cooperative, if Jamaica, why would you never excuse Jamaica with the tariff? Come like you no see what you cannot trust this. The man them this go down there and say out of all the Caribbean country, Jamaica seems to be the one where them are getting all the things with and do all the business with, all the trade with, develop Jamaica. Booming our face yesterday. Tariff on Jamaica. Little island. Well, no just go down and go sweep them up. You no couldn't excuse little Jamaica with the tariff. Little Jamaica. 10%. Mariel McLean are telling you they can't be tamed. Exactly. Anytime when you see them mention anything, so you see me go here then call the name citizenship right now. We have anything for they are fine, them a formulate plan. Or if we go after naturalization, people who are becoming American. Remember, what watch me now, guys. It come like you not read in between the lines, man. Oh, you not see them something, man. One of the easiest way in America, or them can't move here is what? If you're born in America, you become a citizen by birthright. What was the first approach as soon as this administration come in? They want to end birthright citizenship. Them no want you turn citizen is that simple. As an immigrant, They don't want you to become a citizen of the United States. They're thinking that too much people are becoming citizens. So ask yourself this. If them want end birthright citizenship, why you think them can disrupt naturalization process if you don't become a citizen of the United States? Why them start tamper with the final step in you becoming a citizen in the United States of America? Take it as me tell you now. Something a cook up. Something is cooking up. If they had their way, no immigrant could have become a citizen of the United States of America unless you're rich and can buy that for $5 million. If you cannot buy your citizenship for $5 million, no immigrant would become a citizen of the United States. When you see a man want to stop a man who born in the country from becoming a citizen, what you wouldn't do? And them like start from somewhere, you know. Them like start from somewhere. So when you hear them know what talk about move citizenship ceremony from the, why you never just move it for every state in America? Make sure say keep at the federal buildings. Every ceremony keep at federal building in every state. Why is it certain particular state? And the ones them, oh no, nah, listen, you know, the ones them that are sanctuary jurisdiction, the one them will have policies where protect immigrants, the one them will not like assist ICE in carry out them raids and them something there. We don't know, think something a cook up. Something is cooking up. So let me ask you this now. Little Jamaica with them good on they go nice up the other day. Oh, we're the best partners in the relationship that we have. And we're planning to invest and help to fight crime and develop the economy. And and we see the Prime Minister smile and everything sweet. 10% tariff, I don't think that I go. Remember, you know, everything all heist them I export what they you know, import in Jamaica, you know. You hear me I say? So when you find out, say, there's a 10% tariff, who no think I go face the bill? Who no think it I go? And life so hard in Jamaica already. And nothing now go on already. Where we no think it a go? People, me want to open up on your eyes. Open up on your eyes and see what go on. Anyway, I will continue to keep you guys updated. Until then, I will continue to go through my documentation and see what else I can bring forth to you guys. This live was meant to be half an hour, and we gone over it. We stretch you out little, because we dry, you know, them good on Jamaica with them sweet mouth, and then lick Jamaica with a 10% tariff. Little poor Jamaica we a suffer. Them no care, because it come like say, the brother when good on Jamaica, if we like some big old idiot, drive him around the whole country for him say, Lord God, you know, it's a pretty road down here. Jamaica development, me ratty that where the big building I come from. You know, see them have highway, how much thousand highway this and highway that. The place develop and nice, man. Look on the Mountain Hotel. Look how the place beautiful. Then can manage the 10% tariff, man. Give them it. Then go back home and say give them a 10% tariff. And hear the worst thing now. Sis Maddie say, yeah, these three, these say, see ya? When they go down and go see say China have so much investment in a Jamaica and they see the amount of Chinese supermarket them and the big they say no man, give them a 10% tariff. They can manage it. A China spend on there, give them a 10% tariff. While we did a drive them and I show them the whole place to make them say Jamaica not as poor as me think. They can manage the 10% tariff. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Them have their ways to catch we, man. Them have them ways for catch we and copper claw we. Why? All what that man go down there for was to go spot out the place to make sure say Jamaica can take the dep on a level where they can take the 10% tariff. That is it. Yeah, man. Everybody, big up on yourself, guys. Thank you all for joining the live this evening. You understand? Thank you guys for the continued love and support on J Progress Entertainment. You get to me, I say, guys, remember, share the videos. If you haven't yet subscribed, guys, please subscribe to the channel because we have all kind of things we go on over here. Immigration, tailpipe story, entertainment, everything go on over here. J Progress Entertainment this. You know we not left nothing. So everybody just go and big up on yourself and stay tuned. We have another story for drop tonight. So all of who they are American did I say, boy, look like America crumble. And when I go send you all the money go Jamaica, who no don't want miss that story. Remember when me tell you that. One J Progress Entertainment, me people. Remember good no man. You know if you ask nobody nothing. And nobody nah fi tell you nothing. Big up yourself, everybody. Love and love alone.